As you come on this video, it indicates that you are serious about your book writing journey and becoming an author. Now we are going to discuss more strategies to write your book and preparing its contents. So let's deep dive into that journey. So coming to the first thing, that is book title and subtitles. So check book title by doing research on Amazon and Crossword. So once you finalize the topic or problem area on which you want to write a book, you can do that book title research on Amazon and Crossword. Get some idea from best-selling books in your niche. So topic which you have selected, you need to research on that and get those ideas. For subtitle, you can use XYZ and A formula. So when I say the XYZ formula, this is that XYZ formula. For subtitle, curiosity headline formula, how to get or achieve X in XYZ days without Y, even if you are Z. That is optional again, last part. So X means desired results which you are willing to give to your readers. Y is the things they hate to do, and Z is the false belief formula, and XYZ is the time. So here I have given one example, how to write your own book in 60 days without publisher, even if you are not good in content writing. So in this way, you can take this formula into consideration and you can write a subtitle for your book. So your book will have that main title, and after that you need to give some subtitle. Or you can take help of AI tools like ChatGPT, which is readily available to do more research on your book title as well as subtitle. Take input from friends by creating poll on social media and WhatsApp group. So once you finalize the book title and subtitle, and if you are too much confused what should be good and what should not be good, so you can run the poll. You can ask people opinion, what book title is good and what subtitle correlates to that book name, and accordingly you can take that next action of finalizing your book title and subtitle. So this is all about book and its title. Coming to the next part, that is storytelling, a book writing formula to win. When you write a book in the form of story, it has a different impact, because since our childhood, our brain is pretty much attracted to the stories. Human mind is more inclined towards reading and listening stories. Tell stories to reach people's hearts and mind. Stories are data with soul to connect with people. So when you provide your book or data in the form of story, it gets that soul and it becomes an animated book. It becomes the actual character book. Stories make boring topic more interesting. Storytelling helps to connect with you and your solution at emotional level. People easily connect with struggle, failure stories and their win at the end. Everyone's life has a story to tell. Tell your story about how you overcome what you went through, and it will become someone else's survival guide. You don't need to go somewhere else and find the story. You can take your own life till this point, and there could be more struggle, failure or problem which you might have solved for yourself or someone else, and take that story and make it part of your book. That way it will be more genuine story and you will be more authenticate in your book writing. Coming to the next slide, book on self-story. When you want to write a book, what is the best way to write that book? It could be your own self-story. It will be very easy to write a book on your self-story. So self-story is the best way to start writing your first book. So you can take the past, present and future context into consideration on the topic of your self-story. So what was your past, what is your present, and how it will going to impact your future. So recognize all the challenges, realization and winning as part of your story. So there could be a problem which you have solved for yourself and other. Recognize those problems and make a story out of those problems. You can do it in the form of conversation where you can ask some questions like, Nitin, how can I influence people? And you can come up with your own story, right? Tougher the struggle, stronger the write-up. So when you see Bollywood movies, in those Bollywood movies also, hero is going through lots of struggle and finally he will be winning. And that's where more successful Bollywood as well as Hollywood movies are there. When you show that struggle, your readers will get connected with you emotionally, feeling of the attachment, and readers should feel hero of that book. They should feel that it is their story. And when you are going through your story, it is good to use that humor also. It is not all about problem, challenges and issue. When you add some humor in between, that relaxes human brain and it will give some different flavor to your reader. You can write your book in the form of storytelling or conversation format. This is all about a book which you want to write based on your own story. Coming to the 5 steps to write a book. So step 1 is to create that mind map structure. So as part of the mind map structure, you need to first identify pain, challenges, struggle and problem, why it is happening, its realization, and finally you need to give results and solution. Step 2, once you identified those topics based on this criteria, start populating and writing into those topics. After that, you need to edit, generate some flow and check it out for that desired outcome. You need to keep on repeating this step 3, probably 3, 4, 5 times unless and until you get that desired outcome. As part of the step 4, you start doing some research, add some surveys, case studies, because when you add these evidences, which are the practical one, it gives more trust to your solution. It gives more credibility to the result which you are talking about. Then step 5, refine stories, conversation. You can add some quotes, and at the end of the book, if you want to add some exercise to perform to your readers, you can also do that. This is the general formula when you want to write your own book based on your self story. Believe me, when you come to the step 3 and when you have that desired outcome as part of the first draft of your book, then the second part, that is about research and survey, it gives more factual data and boost up your credibility. Coming to the next slide, how you can fast track your book writing. Use audio to text conversion facility in the document. So when you write your book, you can use Word document, and in Word document there is a facility where you can speak and it will be converted into the text. You can use all this trick to fast track your book writing. So you just need to speak and it will be automatically converted into the text document. Use applications like Evernote or Speechulo which convert audio to text directly. Install them on your laptop and mobile, and data of this application is automatically synchronized on the device on which you install it. That is the beauty. And suppose you are traveling, moving, sitting somewhere and suddenly you get that very good thought, just record it or use this application, convert them into the text, and readily it will be available for your book content. Write first about the topic which you know and have the content. It is best formula, because when you see the progress of your book, you will be more confident in completing that book. So first write about the topic you know more about. Prepare clumsy book content first, then refurbish it later on for sure. Take your time if required to thought and create your own content. Carry mobile, book, pen along with you all places. Note down any creative thought which is coming to your mind. Fetch content from your previous writing if any. I mean, suppose you are writing some post in LinkedIn, Facebook or YouTube videos. Look those transcript of videos, blogs, and you can utilize that content for your book writing. Don't copy and paste someone else's content. Take ideas and inspiration, and suppose even if you copying something, so give that proper credibility to that person. Even if you are copying it from any blog or Quora communication, so give proper credibility of that article to that person. When you start writing your book, at some point in time you will feel that you are not progressing in your book writing. That point in time, what you need to do, you need to take a leave of few days from your work. Weekdays are more productive than weekends. On weekend there will be some family function, some relatives will be coming, or you need to go for that outside shopping. So that's where you need to more focus on weekdays. Family and children will be busy with their work during weekdays, and that's where you can use weekdays time for writing your book. Suppose you are not progressing in your book writing, then finally what you can do, you can go on vacation, or you can find out that dedicated working space, take leave from family and send them on the leave also, so that you will get that solitude and you will complete your book writing. Write more on weekends for working professional. So here I said, right, weekdays are more productive because on weekend there will be some family work. But suppose you are professional right now working, so you can leverage weekends also. Lock yourself in the room, focus on your writing. You can also define your writing days out of 7 days. block outside world for sometimes. Don't receive any call, don't go for any function, just focus on your book writing. Once you are focused, you will get creative thoughts automatically. Universe will provide you new and creative ideas automatically. Use your holiday effectively. Take break during writing to refresh yourself. So refreshing yourself is also important activity, because if you consume too much in book writing, then your creativity may get limited. So take that little bit break in between and continue your book writing journey. Here are some golden tips in order to fast track your book writing journey. Be resourceful. So whenever you want to start writing a book, your time is very important and you have to use it very effectively. And even if suppose you are lacking in your time management, the final solution what you can do, send your family or children to their grandmother's home, let them enjoy for few days their vacation, and you can utilize that time for your book writing. If suppose you are not able to progress in your book considering your family time, you can take a break, book hotel, or visit quiet place to be more focused and creative in your ideas. That way also you can get more focused and you will progress in your book writing. Get your book cover once, finalize your book title and subtitle. So once you finalize your book name and its subtitle, you can get done your book cover, announce it to the outside world on social media, so that it will create more pressure on you to complete that book. By creating urgency to your solution, it overcomes your procrastination. Moving on to the next topic, already we talk about research, quotes, facts, survey and statistic, because these things are very important when you include that factual and real data. Once you prepare first draft of the book, research on each chapter to add some facts, references and statistics. Adding impressive quotes during or after writing book creates different impact while reading those books. Provide references of blog, quotes, video or audio if you use in your book. Please give credibility to its source by mentioning their name or reference. You can take somebody's data, you can take somebody's content, no problem. But never forget to give the proper credibility for those content while writing your book to that person. Include some humor to refresh mood of reader. Already we talked about it, right? How you can make your book writing interesting. So you don't need to keep on giving GAN, because if you give GAN, it will be monotonous work and people or readers will not be interested in that book. So it should be storytelling to share your wisdom. Read to write, leaders are readers. So what I mean by that, before you starting writing on your topic, you need to read few things related with that. So you can go purchase those books and read it, because reading something which enhances your consciousness about that topic, and you will be in a better flow while writing your book. Avoid writing on sensitive topics like religion and politics unless you are expert of it. No formal business language. Bring some novel idea and novelty in your writing. Anaphora, I have given few more example about anaphora in subsequent slides, so we will talk about that. Unconventional, novel ideas and original thought that brings more breadth to your content. Arouse emotions. Already we are talking a lot about emotional connect with your readers. Hollywood or Bollywood type story. Struggle, challenges, intensify struggle, solution, dream, success. Spend more time on book title and cover. You need to be very creative in your book title and cover, because when you sell your book, the first impression about your book happens via your book title and its subtitle. So that's where you need to give good amount of time while finalizing your book name and title. I said, right, while writing a book you can use anaphora, and here is example of that. I will not follow 9 to 5 life. Yes, I am rebel. I quit living the life on someone else's teams. Yes, I am rebel. I do what I love. Yes, I am rebel. So this is one of the example of anaphora. This kind of anaphora you can use while writing your book. Coming to the next point, that is about editing steps. Once you created that first draft of your book, then what you need to do, you need to check everything is in proper order or not. Everything makes sense and it's in the right order. So check that proper flow of your story. Part of the step 2, you need to go for line by line editing. After line by line editing, you can go for chapter by chapter editing, page by page, paragraph by paragraph. Every line should pass through multiple passes of at least 2-3 times. Step 3, read out loud. make sure it sounds right to your ear. So reading louder give you the right connect and the flow of your book. So that way you can edit your book and make it more fine-tuned. Why you need to edit your book? Edit comes after your first draft. No need to edit book while writing. You need to go with the creative flow. So when you are writing your book, you need to just with your creative flow. You don't need to edit it during that time. Your book is your replica. Very important point. So whenever you write your book, and if somebody reads that book, it will represent you. So be careful whatever content you are going to put in that book. It will reflect your thought process. Editing helps to convert your coal into gem, and that's where editing is very important. When you are writing a book, you will write it in a flow. You will not understand context sometimes and you will end up writing additional things. That's where editing helps you to convert your coal into gems. There is very good saying by Stephen King, when your story is ready for rewrite, cut it to the bone, get rid of every ounce of excess fat. This is going to hurt. Revising a story down to the bare essential is always a little like murdering children, but it must be done. So remember, when you write lots of redundant information. So making it more precise and up to the mark and connecting to your audiences plays very important role as part of your book writing. Coming to the next topic, editor iteration. So once you complete your book, you need to give that book for proofreading and editing purpose to the professional editor. Don't worry about perfection or perfect English while writing your book. After initial draft and careful review from your side, it is time to give book for proofreading and editing. In order to give that book to the editor, you can use freelancing platform like Fiverr for identifying good pricing editor for your book. Now coming to very interesting topic, that is AI content writer tools. So in order to write your book, you can generate the content using AI content writer tool, or you can fine tune your existing content with the help of these AI driven tools. Very powerful tools I'm going to tell you right now. So when you write your book and you want to generate some additional content based on your research and topic, you can leverage AI tools like ChatGPT, Google Bard, Big Chat, Jasper, Quillbot, Papertype, Niches, RYTR, WriteSonic. So these are some of the popular tools in the market when it comes to editing and generating content for your writing. Originality plays very important role. You can leverage these AI tools to fine tune or generate more ideas for your book writing. Moving on to the next topic, co-author and other tools. Suppose you want to write your book in collaboration with other author, so you can use tools like quillbot.com co-author. It will be very easy as far as your co-author journey is concerned. Book launching short. After writing your book, if you want to generate some shots for your YouTube channel, you can use the site renderforest.com. Design book cover, you can use prickpeak.com. Make your writing bold and clear, you can use hemingwayapp.com. So while giving your book to the editor, you can use self-signed document via docusign.com. And if you want to generate 3D book cover for your presentation as part of your book launch, or if you want to talk about your book, you can use the site thebookcovers.com. For creating the book poster, you can use canva.com. So this book poster you will be posting on your social media post. Framework diagram, you can use presentation.com. And there are other book editing apps like hemingwayapp.com. Already we talked about it. Then there is another tool, that is prowritinged.com, and last one is grammarly.com, which is very popular to check your grammatical mistake. So these are some of the tools which you can leverage as part of your book writing and marketing that book. Please put in the comment section what techniques, what tools you are going to leverage as part of completing your book writing journey.